Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. I want to start being more consistent again, so make sure that you subscribe to the goal so you don't miss any post. Yeah, so today we're going to be talking about self-sabotaging, which is something that I know very well because I'm guilty of it. One of the things that I was doing a lot was leaving things up until the last minute, right? So basically procrastinating and then just causing unnecessary stress. And I wasn't able to do a lot of things because I was under pressure because I left things up until the last minute. I would plan to even film YouTube videos or do like basic things, but I would end up not doing them because I would leave them for the last minute, and then when that moment comes, I'm overwhelmed. So that kind of sucked, and I wanted to get out of that so bad, but I made it a regular thing to the point that it was just something that I'm used to, and I hated it so bad. Like, I hate causing unnecessary stress for myself, which is gonna lead me to being sad for no reason and wasting time. Not feeling like doing things sometimes it's pretty normal, but then when you make it a regular thing, it's like, hold up, wait a minute, what is going on? Because once you make it a regular thing and then you fall into that trap, and then it's just gonna feel like you're stagnant, and that was me. So I'm currently in the process of being more organized and just doing things when I still have time instead of leaving them for the last minute. But ever since September started, everything has been pretty chilled. I kept my word. And another thing that was keeping me up all night is, you know how they say you have the power to shape your reality, right? And that whether you succeed or you fail, it's on you. It's on you. You have to choose whether you succeed or you give up or whatever, right? So that was one of the things that was keeping me up at night, because I knew I was procrastinating and I knew what I'm capable of doing more, but I'm just lazy for no reason. So I would be thinking too much or whatever it is that I'm trying to achieve. If it fails, then it is all on me. That is pretty sad if you overthink it, and especially if you're trying your best and you feel like things are not moving. It's kind of like, damn, so I have to be at peace with the fact that I will not be who I imagined I'd be. So like, you want this lifestyle for yourself, but at the rate that things are going, you might well just be at peace with the fact that this is my life and it doesn't look like it's gonna change, right? It doesn't look like it's gonna change. But at the same time, it's like, if it doesn't change, it's all on you. Like, you have no one else to blame but you. That is pretty hectic. But anyway, the fact that I hate feeling sorry for myself and wasting time being miserable with things that I can change, especially if it's something that I can change. I'm just like, why am I ruining my whole day with something that I can change? And that's part of self-sabotaging. When you wake up and you're not in a good mood, it just ruins the whole day and you waste the entire day. So if I wake up in a bad mood, I would read daily affirmations, just start off my day without being distracted. When you start off your day by being distracted and all of that, things just go south and you end up wasting the whole day. So I would wake up and read daily affirmations, meditate, or whatever, and exercise. Exercising always puts you in a good mood, child. So I would do all of those things and try not to waste the entire day being miserable. So when I wake up and I read my daily affirmations and they're like, you can do it, I'm like, yes, let's go do it. Let's go do it. Yeah, so this whole of September I've been having tunnel vision and just focusing on what I have to get done and making sure that I get it done. Because once you're distracted and you're looking at other people, you can lose track of what it is that you have to do. So tunnel vision is me at this point. I keep reminding myself, where at the beginning of the year I told myself that whatever happens, whether I fail or I succeed, I'm not gonna give up. No matter how many times I fail, I'm not gonna give up, child. I'm not gonna give up because I know why I started this. I started this because I wanna get here and here and here, right? Failure is a part of life. It's a part of life. It happens. And it's one of those things, Lorin, you're not supposed to beat yourself up over it. Like, if it happens, it happens. It's a choice. You choose, or are you gonna be miserable because you failed, or are you gonna keep going? Okay, are you gonna keep the momentum and just keep going and come back better because you failed and now you know what you did wrong, and period. Okay, coming back bigger and better, period. I saw this other quote which was amazing. It said, if you're sitting alone and suffering, that means that you're bad company. And the last thing you want is for you to be toxic to yourself. Never let your mind bully you, okay? Never let your mind bully you. That is the worst thing you can ever do, to be your worst enemy. Child, I am not trying to do that, okay? I am not trying to do that. I spend a lot of time by myself, okay? So if I'm my worst enemy, I don't even want to imagine it, because the ghetto. So when people say we suffer more from imagination than reality, it's true. Like, your mind can literally destroy you. So I refuse to believe that wherever I am right now, I must just accept it, and I must be at peace with the fact that I might not be who I thought I'd be. Because, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute. Because there's people that are just like negative and they're like, oh my God, you dream too big. People like that annoy the fuck out of me. And I'm like, why are you in my life? I don't get it. Like, how did this friendship even come about? Because I cannot. Like, oh my God, you dream too big. You need to tone it down. Not everybody's gonna be rich. If you don't think that you're gonna be rich, just keep that energy over there. Don't project that onto the other kids. I hate when people do that. If you feel like you're not good enough to do something, don't discourage the other kids to not do things. I hate people who do stuff like that. People who are like, oh my God, you need to chill. Just because you can do this doesn't mean that this path is for you. But it's like, how do you even know that? How are you going to project that onto Bana Babang? For example, if you want to create a YouTube channel, right? Don't let other people talk you out of it. Now you need to not listen to outside noise. Okay, you need to not listen to outside noise. You must just try YouTube, and then you decide if it's for you or it's not. Don't just write it off because somebody said. Do it and then see, okay, I know this is not for me, and then over satisfied instead of what if. So I realized that I need to come through for myself, and I need to respect myself enough to know that I can count on myself. And that is very important. Like, I need to show up for myself. If I say that I need to do this, I need to do it. Okay? Because if I'm disappointing myself, what? If I cannot count on myself, what? If I cannot count on myself, that's just a recipe for disaster. It is just disappointing, and it's pointless to do things if I know that I'm not going to show up for myself, you know? So I love doing YouTube videos like this because when I'm going through something, I know that I'm definitely not the only one. And if I find something that works and I'm able to control my mind and my thoughts or whatever, I feel like it's important for me to share. It might help somebody, you know? I used to say, I cannot wait to grow and achieve this. I cannot wait to grow and just see myself at a certain point in my life. And my grandmother would say all the time, stop saying that. Like, stop saying you can't wait to grow and see yourself at a certain point, because the growth is already happening. The growth is already happening right now. So when you say you can't wait to grow up until you are at a certain point in your life, that means you're disregarding the process to get there. Like, you're dismissing the journey. You're dismissing the ability to fall in love with the journey of getting there. And I didn't understand it at that time. But right now I'm like, oh, now I understand. Or yeah, I'm constantly growing. Like I'm constantly growing. Everything that is happening to me right now, it's a part of the journey. It's a part of the growth. So you don't have to dismiss the journey because you don't have to put value on the end goal. Like put value on the process as well. You know, that was pretty, it's just one of those things that you don't understand when you're still young, but when you grow you're like, that actually makes a lot of sense. Okay, so you're constantly growing, constantly evolving, and on your journey to become your best self every single day. Okay, so appreciate that process. Don't wait till you are there to appreciate. Okay, a long story short, it is all about priorities. If something is important to you, you're gonna make sure that you make it happen even if the odds are against you. Okay, you're gonna keep the momentum, you're gonna keep the drive, you're gonna keep everything. The most important thing is to hold yourself accountable. Okay, is to hold yourself accountable, because if you were supposed to do something and you didn't, and now things are going south for you, you gotta look at yourself and be like, yeah, this is happening because I didn't do this. So you gotta be able to hold yourself accountable at all times, period. It is all on you. You have nobody else to blame but you. I know people say all the time, you must love where you are right now, you must love where you are right now. But it's true, you need to allow yourself to love where you are at the moment and not who you think you should be. Personally, I believe that there's nothing more fulfilling in life than getting over those obstacles that you never thought that you would get over. Like you never thought, "Ore, I'll be over this," but you got past it, and it's beautiful. I feel like there's nothing more fulfilling than getting over something you never thought or you would be over. It's very important to get rid of self-limiting beliefs. Believing that you can't get over something or you can't do this because you need to get rid of all those self-limiting beliefs, because yeah, there's nothing more fulfilling than being like, I did that. I did that. Period. Okay. So you need to be proud of yourself. Tell yourself that you're proud, man. Even if it's just small things. If you tell yourself, or you wanna do this on Tuesday, and you do that thing, at the end of the day, you must be like, I'm proud that I said I was gonna do this and I did it. Period. There's also nothing more amazing than ticking off your to-do list. You know how amazing that feels at the end of the day when you're ticking like, yes, I did this, I did this, I did this. That is amazing. Well, to me, to me, it's the nicest thing. I'm like, oh my god, I did everything. Look at me being all grown and accountable and shit. I'm at a point where I allow myself to receive whatever God is giving me at this time in my life, because I know that it is part of the journey. Yeah, I might not be getting exactly what I want, but whatever it is that I'm getting right now, I know that it is part of the story. It is part of the journey. It is part of the bigger picture. I know that there's always potential for growth. You know, when you're getting something, when you get something that is not exactly what you want, but it's something that is going to lead you there, there's always potential for growth. You know that you can eventually upgrade. And yeah, that's why Kere, it's part of the journey, it's part of the bigger picture. So yeah, allow yourself to be grateful and allow yourself to receive whatever God is giving you right now, because you are where you need to be right now, really. So whatever you're going through at the moment, it's part of the journey, it's part of the bigger picture. And yeah,